TV6 First Alert Weather with meteorologist Noel Navarro.
Welcome back, Noel. Our attention is on the eastern Lake Superior shorelines for some lake effect snow.
Yeah, with the alerts in effect and that lake effect snow ramping up there, Ben. So we're going to show you first the alerts for eastern upper Michigan. The purple will be the winter weather advisory until Thursday morning. That includes Alger, northern Schoolcraft, and Luce counties. But for folks going towards, say, Whitefish Point and Sault Ste. Marie, Lake Superior State, you got to watch out for a winter storm warning with some heavier snows around these areas through Thursday early afternoon. But also want to include first alert attention to portions of northwestern upper Michigan, the Copper Country, high terrain, and the Keweenaw. A few bursts of heavy snow are all possible. The radar detecting all the action going on along the east and also northern lower Michigan at this time. Interactive radar. Let's go ahead and just zoom in on these areas where you're starting to see the radar picking up on those moderate to heavy bands of snow along M28, where Alger County starts to cross over into Schoolcraft County. So getting into Shingleton, the Seney stretch, watch out for those areas there. Meanwhile, we also push towards the western UP around M28 US 41 up high terrain like the Michigamme Highlands, the Huron Mountains, detecting some snow, but then we're going to start to expect some of that too along the way up the Keweenaw Peninsula. Here's a look at M94 around Shingleton, 18 degrees, a westerly wind, high pressure, but snow continuing to fall. And also got some action from MDOT. You know, the plows, all road crews taking care of business right now, plowing and adding material on US 41. This was southeast of Chassell earlier, just about several minutes ago. They're going around the Copper Country, a whole lot of it taking action with the wintry hazards to watch out for in your first alert. Heavy snow, whiteout risks, a few of them to watch out for in the northwest, the Copper Country, scattered across eastern upper Michigan. The threat subsides early Thursday afternoon. Sub-freezing air because of that northwest wind bringing in Thursday morning. Tomorrow morning, it could feel like minus 15 for below for some spots along inland upper Michigan. There's another round of snow and wind coming later tomorrow night. So just a short break coming in tomorrow afternoon. Just some driving impacts and tips to remind you. Slick roads, of course, you just got to slow down, especially ahead of stops and your roundabouts. Low visibility. It's already dark out there, but just keep an eye on the auto feature of your vehicle. Sometimes the taillights do not turn on, so manually turn them on. Hang back with the plows. Go on michigan.gov/drive. And also download our free TV6 First Alert Weather app. We go over the course of the evening. Ramping lake effect snow across the eastern UP and portions of the Copper Country, even isolated bands coming along US 2 along the Wisconsin state line. This continues even past the midnight hour. We're going to watch out for a few bursts of snow from Ironwood up to Copper Harbor. Ongoing, scattered in coverage, moderate to heavy bands along eastern upper Michigan with that strong northwest wind. It'll start to taper off over the west. Central catching our breaks too, but on M28 east of Marquette towards Sault Ste. Marie and St. Ignace, still watch out for some snow before it starts to lift. Snow subsiding and the winds less gusty, up to 30 miles per hour or below by Thursday afternoon. But don't get used to the break because it ramps up again with more snow and wind late Thursday night into early Friday across upper Michigan. It continues in the east across the portions there for Friday morning, and then we'll start to finally get some breaks. Once we get to Friday afternoon, it's looking good for places to do. You know, we got some events. We got tree lighting ceremonies. There'll just be a few snow showers for then. It'll start to ramp up, though, once Friday comes to an end. And this weekend, we got more snow. It's going to be moderate to heavy snow bands. We're going to look at the possibility of 3 inches plus for some areas along the northeast once we get to the end of Sunday. Just knowing that these next 7 days, it is quite active with the snow. Even if we're not going to look at some heavy bands at times, it's just going to be accumulating and picking up as we head towards the Christmas time frame there, Ben.
All right, but definitely below that normal of 30 for a while.
Oh, yes.
All right, thank you, Noel. Now we'll go over to TV6 Sports Director Kevin McNulty.